Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Derby Career Road Live. At the start of this episode, we are currently, I think, 10th? Yeah, 10th in the table. Although we're only a point, I think, off, the playoffs. So hopefully if we win this next game, maybe we'll go back in there. But ideally, we do need to get into that top 3 race now with Portsmouth, Exeter and Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously easier said than done, but I think what we've struggled with is just a bit of everything, really. We've kind of got a system that works now, at least. That's one benefit. I do feel, I don't know, I just feel it doesn't help that we keep losing like at least three first team players every few weeks. I know Thomas isn't exactly great, and we could maybe use him as a bargaining chip.
He's driven in the corner. Well, it still could be dangerous. He's gone and found the net.
I didn't think he'd score it. I'm genuinely shocked at that. It was on his weak foot. I don't know how he's done that.
Derek, he's done so well to
and now
bounce. Often you can send these into Rose's head,
Yeah,
but he makes the
that's
perfect
annoying.
contact. Stunning goal, really.
My PlayStation's slowly dying, just to let you know.
Everyone, hang on!
Alright guys, as you can see, basically I've had to start the career mode all over again on a new console, and yeah, it's not great. Basically, as you can see, the PlayStation broke just as we scored that Sibley goal, which is quite a nice way to end the career mode on PlayStation, but yeah, we're going to have to restart on Xbox. Got myself a Series S, which is really nice. I have managed to get Thomas and Sainsbury so far. I think I might be tempted to play 4-4-2, to be frankly honest, because I've been using this in FUT Champs. I played 55 games from Friday to Sunday. Actually more than that, probably like 65, 70 to get qualified, and FUT Champs on top of that. So yeah, basically what we want to do is kind of make it as close to what it was on that original career mode anyway. So I'm trying to get Mengi and Eberwery back in. The only other player is Chris Martin. Now, the problem is with him is he was already going down in stats, but do we stick with what we did in signing him, or do we pick up one of these free agents? I can't even find them because there's that many Martins on the game. Because there's quite a few decent free agents here. Duke, Martin, could get the Mexican Martin, and nobody would notice. Or this Dobrev, I can't even say his name, Dovbayek. Let me know, Artem. Or there's Ali, the Qatari player, looks quite decent as well. So we're going to get the scout reports back on these, and I might be tempted just to bring in one of them on a free agent instead of getting Chris Martin, because it wasn't really, it was more sentimental than anything, bringing him in. But essentially, oh, is this one of the, I think this is Malcolm coming back, which I'm kind of happy. Yeah, cool, there's Malcolm Eberwery back in, which I'm more, if I don't get Mengi, I'm not that, it'd be nice to keep him, but it's one of them where we have got quite a few centre-backs anyway. Yeah, Malcolm can come back into the team, pop him on the bench for, see, I don't know if that's the problem, right? I think I want to use a Sula more. That's one thing I want to do with this fresh start. But what I'm going to do is essentially simulate it up to where we were in the middle of November. I'll play the Carabao Cup, the Papa John's Trophy, to make sure we get through to the next round, as we did on the original career mode. But I'm pretty sure we got knocked out of the other cups. I could be mistaken. But yeah, I'll basically just make it as close to as possible what the original one was. Hopefully quickly. Offer for cash in from Coventry. We'll be rejecting that, of course. I think that's one benefit of actually restarting this career mode, is that cash-in's a lot better than what he was on the original save. Well, not a lot better, but it was at least 1 or 2 ratings high. I think he was 64 originally. So there's some slight improvements there, so that's good to see, of course, and hopefully a better potential. Right, so here's the free agents that we could potentially sign, which other than this actual Mexican Martin, which I don't think we'll be able to get anyway because he's gone to PSV, so I can't do that. These three are essentially very similar rated, especially this guy, Mitchell Duke. And he's a couple of years younger and a lot faster than Chris Martin. So I think I'd rather bring in him than Martin, to be honest. We also have this guy who's not the strongest, but weird pace split. 82 sprint speed, but then 68 acceleration. Really good finishing and headed. And then there's the Ukrainian, who looks quite rounded, actually. Well, that's 73 pace, 77 strength, and then 70 finishing. And he's the youngest. It's basically whether we get Duke or Artem. Let me just have a look on the... I don't quite get how this Ali guy is... I don't know, his weird stats. It's like random things out of nowhere. A little part of me wants to go for Mitchell Duke because he actually looks the best on paper. Like really good strength and pace and jumping. I guess we, like realistically, we could bring in two. And bring in Dov Bike. I don't even know how to say his name. We'll call him Artem. Well, there's this guy. I'm not going to bother with the Qatari player just because I don't like those pace splits, and it just seems a bit of a random card. Like, it's the stats that... It seems like the EA have just generated a random... You know, just gone, about 76 shot, 76 heading. You know, there's not really any thought to it, if that makes sense. Just between the 25-year-old and the 31. See, on paper, I probably should go for... He is taller, which is weird. I'm a bit confused. I think just because he's younger and higher rated, I'll just go for the Ukrainian, because financially, worst case scenario, like Thomas and Sainsbury, we can always just sell them in a few months' time. Give him a nice 4-year contract, why not? Because he's almost like championship level, so can't really complain. And it's probably better to do this than getting Martin. Let's see what rating we get for this then. Free agent. I think that's the only change that I'm going to make, is just... I basically learned from doing that little career mode at the start that it's pointless trying to get players over 30. Especially 33. Like, that's just... I think you could probably get away with 30, but anything over 33 is just impossible. So yeah, let's pop him into the team. On the bench, of course. Not necessarily Ukrainian, of course. Just a bit of morale. And it's good to actually have a left-footed striker, because we haven't actually got one at the minute, so something a little bit different. Right, so I've managed to simulate up to where we were previously on the 12th of November, if you watched the previous episode. The only slight difference is we're slightly lower in the table, because I didn't realise how bad the computer would be simulating. So I tried to recover at the end, but I simulated a month, and I think we lost every single game in August. Let me just double check on the calendar. I won the last few, but as you can see, pretty much every game there. We drew 2 in September. I made sure we got through in the Papa John's trophy, so we got Northampton in the round of 2. But yeah, you know, I guess that's probably, you know, we're about 7 places lower than where we were previously. Other than that, it's about the same, and we've got a much better striker in Dov Bike. Got Dobbin and Dov up front. So yeah, I think all in all, I'm probably happy with where we're at. We've got the youth scouts, youth academy players, sorry. Here, who look quite decent indeed, especially this Forster guy at 55 rated already. Fontaine as well. Probably use those eventually, but yeah, all in all, I think I can't really complain with what we've managed to do in a short period of time. The only thing I've realised playing a couple of those games is that the kit numbers don't seem to be correct, which is a bit weird, because you feel like they should be... Like, some of them are right, but then some of them aren't. For example, I don't know why Dov has got the number 9, even though Collins should have it. He's 22 for whatever reason, so I'll give him the number 9 and see what Dov ends up with.
Now options are plenty. It's there for him. And a goal. Now they have
Still can't defend, even though we've changed quite a few things.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that.
I should get that tackle there with Mengi, but I've completely missed him.
Can he play it in?
Oh, that's two. Oh, I'm not going to lie, the players, match sharpness isn't great, which doesn't help. And we've got about 4 on international duty, so
Underway once more, 2-0 the lead.
wasn't going to be easy against Barnsley.
Now someone has the situation.
Come on. Pen.
Well, not so fast.
Might score a penalty at least.
And maybe a late glimmer of hope.
How's this our best penalty taker?
Well, they really need this. And a timely
She saves it.
penalty save.
Green time and everything. Doesn't matter. I'll just save it. There we go. There's the first game of this new career mode. Doesn't really help that we played probably one of the toughest teams in the division. But I need to work out how to turn this off because it's really annoying me. But yeah, not great. In fairness, I think this new update's basically made it more realistic because Plymouth are top of the table like they are in real life, whereas before, I think they're around 16th. So yeah, slight reschedule there. Next game against top of the league then, doesn't get any easier. Barnsley then Plymouth. I've actually managed to turn off that trainer thing, whatever it was. But yeah, we're a very strong team indeed. I need to get us back on track and up the table quite quickly.
I'm your match commentator from League One,
coming right straight away.
It's Plymouth Argyle shooting, and a goal.
I like this Dov guy. You know, you just see when a player's good. He just looks like a bit of a Haaland, not quite Haaland, but you know what I mean, in his build.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a
I definitely put it on legendary, didn't I?
Giving it a try, and it goes.
I don't know if I'm sure I put it on legendary. Weird though, the teams at the top you tend towards beat, and the teams at the bottom you struggle against on career mode.
Backhausen on the ball.
No, it definitely is on legendary. Just look at the way they're pressing.
Well, they know they need to stop him.
I just seem to be scoring everything. I'm a bit confused. I'm about 90% sure. We definitely put it on legendary, didn't we?
Couldn't hang on to the ball.
That's alright, surely. With Morgan Whittaker.
Like excessive force. What was the referee's reading of it?
Ref better not bottle this. He's not bottled it. I'm surprised he pulled that out the front. Usually the red card comes out the back, but
well, that completes a terrible day for them.
there's some good karma for Morgan Whittaker anyway. After what he did at Swansea.
It's now 1-0 with under 5 minutes left to play till half-time.
Oh, yes! You cannot strike them
I'm genuinely convinced. I'm almost convincing myself that I've left it on amateur or beginner, whatever it was. But I feel like just the way they're pressing and stuff, it feels also like it's on legendary, so I'm a bit confused. Maybe we're just being lucky. I'm just going to simulate the rest of the match because I doubt they're going to bring it back. There we go. Oh, Collins has been sent off for whatever reason. When you were in a game 4-0. He started the game as well, didn't he? Yeah, we did start with Collins. A little bit annoying, but yeah, it seemed to do quite well in that game. We'll probably put a Goldrick anyway in. Yeah, we did really well with Dov up front. I'm pretty sure we did. I'll find out in the edit, but I'm about 90% sure it was on legendary. Right, next game is against Port Vale, which were going to be the team that we would have played anyway next in the original PlayStation career mode. But yeah, just honestly, one of them things that I just can't do anything about. So here we are. If anything, it's probably for the better because this Dov bike guy just seems phenomenally good. And at 25, you know, you got a player that could probably grow up to 75, 76 at least.
Position. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Maybe we weren't on Legendary, but I'm sure we were in the last game. I'm a bit confused, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they won't get too many opportunities today, so they have to capitalise from set pieces
One,
like this.
please.
He can't hold on to it.
Has he not
And the
scored
keeper was
there?
finally able
So
to
much
claim
goal
it.
to aim at, and
What
he's
a great
aimed
piece
at the
of
goalie.
goalkeeping.
Hall.
Please. Keep running.
The pass could do damage.
Thank God for that. Honestly, needed that goal more than anything. I think we do need to bring on probably Thomas in the midfield. That's another thing with this 4-4-2. We probably would be better with him there. We'll get Malcolm on for Barkhausen because he's not doing much.
And he's got it scored to level us again.
Yeah, we just needed that goal. Big Didsy. But I don't know why he stopped running. Could have just, I don't know, a little bit annoying.
Wanderers match. Here's Alex Scott with the news.
It's a goal for
It's a great ball. Please.
Oh, jumping in. They're in a great
Lovely.
position here.
Really nice football there to make it 2-1.
A celebratory.
Hopefully, can get the victory this time and get back-to-back wins for the first time.
It's got to be.
It's a save from Wildsmith. I've gone for Wildsmith as well over Anang because he wasn't really that good anyway. Wildsmith's been doing bits in real life. There we go, 2-1 victory. Very nice win. Might have slightly messed up things with Sibley. Hoping he's got more than 12 months left on his contract, because if not, then probably will leave. We've got about 18 months to recover that. Hopefully. That's going to take some work. Right, let me just sort this out so it's actually...
Was celebrating with this one because it hit the bar and it
Oh
was
my,
out of play.
Jesus.
It remains
Sure, that would have
0-0
probably
with
knocked him
9
out, but
minutes played.
nearly went in.
To Alex. No way through. Howrahan. It has to be.
I don't know how I've done that, but anyway, with his first goal on this career road. To be fair, it's probably, if there was a time for it to happen, I think quite like it happened before we did the January transfer window, because we only did like, what, 2-3 months, not even that really. But yeah, good goal for Ebuwe to open his account. That's poor defending. Don't know why I moved Sainsbury's there. That's gifted them the goal.
Just hearing something has happened in the Barnsley game. Exactly what? Here's Alex.
Yep, it's a goal for Peterborough United.
How has that gone in? Like,
Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've done
he literally pulled that out of nowhere. And that's really frustrating.
us.
Actually, this attack. That's a poor cross, and that's full time.
And that will be all for this game anyway.
I don't know.
And defeat for the visitors.
We're going to lose some games at the end of the day, so not too worried. Felt like we deserved something from the game, but not in the end. Yeah, Sibley's going to get a lot of transfer offers now because he's requested to leave, which is rather annoying. Because I do like to keep him, but 2.5 million is quite nice. Yeah, we're still 17th in the table, but there's only, well, less than, what's that, 8 points. So we got a few wins in a row and you get quite up the table quite quickly. So yeah, next game is against Shrewsbury. Hopefully can get the win. Come on.
Good movement. Real chance.
What a goal. What a lovely goal. I was hoping somebody would connect on the end of that, and it is Ebuwe.
Highest class. Fantastic. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Oh, what an exquisite goal!
New, and it was in that position. I'm pretty sure that's Tom Bayless as well, who was
Well, let's look at this again.
linked to Derby a few seasons ago. Of course it was.
Perfect technique.
Howrahan. Can he do it to take the lead?
Thank God. Thank God we quickly replied there to make it 2-1. There we go, full time. Good victory against Shrewsbury. Hopefully, I can put us into the at least top 15. See where we are in the table. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what I should do with Sibley, because we could get ourselves just under 3 million for January if we do sell him. But of course, he is you know, one of them players. Ideally, I'd like to keep, but I don't know if I'll be able to now that he's submitted a transfer request. But with us playing a 4-4-2, I can only really see him maybe playing centre mid, but as a backup. That's the problem. I just don't know how I can get him into the first team with the players that we've currently got. But yeah, I think we will wrap things up. Apologies for a bit of a shorter episode, but of course had to completely restart the career mode, so it took me a bit of time to do that alone. But yeah, we do have Port Vale in the next episode in the first round of the FA Cup, so that's something to look forward to. I'm pretty sure that is that the first round. Oh, it's Wimbledon. Sorry, not Port Vale. Is that the first round? I'm a bit confused because surely we should have played an earlier FA Cup game. Yeah, there's the Papa John's Trophy games. Yeah, literally next episode, scout the players for the transfer window and then hopefully bring a few in January, because I don't think because we didn't sign Martin, we've got a little bit more transfer money. Yeah, we've got about 800,000, maybe even $1 million, give or take. Ideally would like to get rid of a couple of players for sure. To be honest, I might just transfer Sabolski and get the cash, because I think we sold him anyway. Same with TC. Just anyone under like really like borderline usable, but anyone under like 60 rated is quite difficult to really implement. I'm almost tempted to sell the youth prospects because there's like a few million, to be frankly honest. And I've got a little idea of what we could potentially do in the January transfer window, which would be a little bit cheeky, but yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll catch you all next time.